Hey, passionate Commanders fan. It's time to stay up to date with everything about our team. If you're one of those people who never misses a single play and wants every detail of the season, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell. That way you won't miss anything. Oh, and leave a like to strengthen our Commanders community. Now, hold back your excitement because today's updates are going to be spine-chilling. QUINN. Jaden Daniels is a rare competitor who is changing the course of the Commanders' history. When the Washington Commanders selected Jaden Daniels with the second overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the expectation was that he would help the franchise rebuild its competitive identity over the next few years. However, the young quarterback's impact was far more immediate than anyone could have imagined. In just a few months, Daniels has transformed the franchise's fortunes and led an impressive campaign. The Commanders, who had been struggling for a while, won 5 straight games to end the regular season, securing a playoff berth for the first time since 2020. Not only did the team return to the postseason, but it also broke a stigma. The win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round was the team's first in the playoffs since the 2005 season. Last Saturday, Daniels and the Commanders took another historic step forward by defeating the Detroit Lions 45-31. Securing a spot in the NFC title game for the first time in 33 years. The rookie quarterback had another brilliant performance, completing 22 of 31 passes for 299 yards and 2 touchdowns, in addition to adding 51 rushing yards. With that, he became just the 6th rookie quarterback to reach a conference final, a feat that few have achieved in league history. After the game, Coach QUINN highlighted what makes Daniels such a special player and capable of transforming a franchise. He just has a different attitude than most and is a rare competitor, Quinn said. There's no doubt about that. But in those moments of crunch time, he shines even more. If he were a basketball player, he'd be the one who wants the ball for the final pitch. If he were a baseball player, he'd want to be on the mound for the game-winning pitch. He has that big-time mentality and makes the right decisions with the ball. That takes a high level of focus and confidence. Daniels' impact in Washington has been so significant that the Commanders have gone from being a surprise to a real threat. Having an elite quarterback is the quickest way to achieve success in the NFL, and Daniels appears to be the latest addition to that select group. Now, the franchise has a chance to make history and return to the Super Bowl, something it hasn't done since the 1991 season. And if Jaden Daniels continues his meteoric rise, he could become the first rookie quarterback in history to lead his team to the NFL's championship. Commanders fear serious knee injury to Sam Cosmi. The Washington Commanders pulled off a stunning upset of the NFC's top-seeded Detroit Lions in the divisional round of the playoffs. However, the euphoria of the victory was tempered by a significant concern: the possibility of a serious injury to starting right guard Sam Cosmi. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the team fears Cosmi has suffered a serious knee injury that could sideline him for the remainder of the postseason and compromise part of the 2025 season. He will undergo an MRI in the coming days to determine the severity of the injury and the next steps for his recovery. Cosmi, who turns 26 in February, has been a key part of Washington's offensive line since being selected in the second round of the 2021 draft. Initially playing tackle, he was converted to guard, where he excelled and quickly became a mainstay of the team's offensive line. His performance in the 2023 season was exceptional, being ranked by Pro Football Focus, PFF, as the 4th best guard in the league out of 79 qualified players. This performance led the Commanders to lock him in before the start of the 2024 regular season, offering him a 4-year, $74 million contract, of which $26.6 million was guaranteed. Despite his PFF grade dropping slightly in 2024, Cosmi remained one of the best players on Washington's offensive line. He was ranked the 23rd best guard out of 75 qualified players, maintaining a solid pass-blocking performance, allowing just 1 sack and reducing the number of pressures the quarterback took. However, his blocking for the run game suffered a slight decline from the previous year, which the team hoped to correct during the playoffs. Cosmi's absence will be a major challenge for the Commanders, who are seeking their first Super Bowl appearance since 1991. Protection for rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels will be impacted, making it even more crucial for the offensive line to adapt without its best blocker. Daniels had a standout rookie season, but losing a key offensive player could make it even more difficult for the team to perform in the playoffs. Whether the team can continue to perform well on offense will depend on how well it can handle this loss. In addition, there is concern that a serious knee injury could jeopardize next season. Depending on the severity of the injury, Cosmi could require surgery and a lengthy rehabilitation period, which would impact the team's 2025 plan. This possibility raises questions about how the Commanders will bolster their offensive line next offseason, whether through the draft or free agency signings. To replace Cosmi, the Commanders will likely rely on Trent Scott for the remainder of the playoffs. Scott, who has NFL experience and has played multiple positions on the offensive line, will have a major challenge ahead. He will need to adapt quickly and keep the offensive line together to ensure Daniels is protected and the ground game is efficient. Scott's performance will be one of the determining factors for the team's success in the upcoming games. Now, all that remains is to wait for the tests to confirm Cosmi's condition and determine the team's next steps. The Commanders will remain focused on the postseason, but the loss of such an important player could have significant repercussions for the team's future.